Hi, Internet. If you can't tell, this is gonna be a PS4 What Did I Add video. Yeah, it kind of spiraled out of control really quickly. First off, this is the Destiny PS4 that I'm holding. I picked this up a month or two ago. I picked it up for my, what was it, the 50 subscriber special, I think? Yeah. And, I love the way it looks. It's so cool. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the matching controller, but that's okay. Just a controller. And my other PS4, I gave to my brother, because he's been wanting a game system. So I gave him my old PS4, plus some games. And boy, do I have a lot of games. This has grown out of control. And it's for one very simple reason. These games are cheap. Cheap. It's kind of surprising how inexpensive collecting for the PS4 is. And here's what I'm hoping. We don't know, currently, if any of these games are going to have any value 10 years from now. We don't know what's going to be the next Little Samson, or the Flintstones, or, what is it? Chippendale Rescue Rangers Adventure? One of those. It's a Disney game on NES. We don't know currently what games are going to skyrocket in value. But what I know now is that you can get a very good chunk of these games for under $12. And that's really cool. A lot of these games I paid less than 10, some less than 5. For modern titles. Titles that retailed for $40, $50, $60 when they came out. And it's kind of cool to be able to collect these now, because, you know, that's the era we're in, and hold on to them. And it's kind of like a little gamble, you know, will they hold their value, will they not hold their value? One thing I want to address is that I am sweating right now, because it is currently, like 100 degrees outside. If you're not in the US, I think that's like 32 degrees Celsius. It's really hot. And my AC is busted. If you can hear, there's a fan going in the background because something started leaking out of my AC. I woke up this morning and my floors were soaking wet. So, nothing in the game room. Just, right now I have a big fan going to clean up the carpets. And, yeah, I had a guy come out to look at my AC. He fixed it to the best he could. So I have it kind of going right now. Anyways, off topic. Let's get to the game. So before, I'm going to show you this. This little binder holds all of my PS4 games that I had prior to me starting my collection for PS4. And you'll be surprised to know there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 games in here. That's all I had. And for the longest time, I collected it exclusively online. Just because I didn't really have a place to store a lot of games. And then I started looking one day and I thought, holy crap, this stuff's cheap in stores. Like The Witcher 3, this game back here. $12. I mean, that's just a great deal right there. So I picked it up. Very few of these games have been bought full retail price. There are a couple. Very few. I think I maybe only pay for 2 full retail games a year, if that. But there are some in here. There's a collector's edition down on the floor that I'll have to get later. But let's go through them. Witcher 3. Oh god, how am I going to do this? I'll just have to slide them down there. The Outer Worlds. I got about halfway through this game, stopped, and I really need to go back and finish it. It's a great game. Reminds me a lot of the Fallout 3 in New Vegas. Horizon Zero Dawn, Complete Edition. Again, $5 for this game. That's just insane. 2 golf games. I'll just get these out of the way. The Golf Club Collector's Edition and 2K21 PGA Tour 2K21. I prefer 2K21. I haven't played much of the Golf Club, but I did play this in VR and it was tough. But if, you know, if I'm going to do any golf, I'm just going to go real life golfing, so. Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. Got this from GameStop. What is on here? Oh, the sticker. Awesome Knots Assemble. Wow, this only requires less than a gig of space. Interesting. Sayonara. I don't know why I didn't recognize the word. Sayonara Wild Hearts. Just a cool little... I like the art style of this game. I don't know how to describe it. It's very anime style, but I like it. Dragon Quest, that would be 11. Metro Exodus, the Steelbook Edition. Or the Aurora Edition, I should say. Again, this was one of those games where I was just shocked how cheap it was. This was $24. I mean, for a whole, like, Steelbook collection. That's incredible. The Last Guardian. This one I'm banking on holding on to its value. I feel like it's going to become one of those games. Just a feeling I have. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I figure these fighting games will probably retain their value pretty well, so I picked up this one. I paid $30 for it. And I did actually play it. It is a lot of fun. Devil May Cry 5. Haven't touched, really, the Devil May Cry series. But I do like the look of these games. Golf Club 2. Haven't played it yet. If it's anything like Golf Club 1, I'll enjoy it. Shantae Half Genie Hero. I know the Game Boy Shantae game is super expensive, and I did see a real copy of it for sale at my game store back like a year and a half ago, and it was retailing for like $600. Obviously, I didn't get it. Yeah. Starlink Battle for Atlas. Again, just a cheap little pickup. And actually, this is loose. Pop that back in there. Mafia Definitive Edition. Just, you know, another game that I'm hoping will retain its value. I don't know how to pronounce this. Is it Neo or Nio? I don't know. Fun game, though. Ratchet & Clank, classic PlayStation Sony series. This game's no different. Lots of fun. Alright, that's 1 of 4 piles done. Oh, this is going to be a long video. Persona 5. Haven't played it yet. Don't crucify me. I know people love this game. I just haven't gotten around to playing it yet. But I picked it up for the value in it. Burnout Paradise Remastered. I played this game originally when it wasn't a remaster. It was fun. I had the hiccups. Go figure. Homefront The Revolution. And I believe the original Homefront is somewhere in here too. Not sure about that. But I like the idea of like North Korea invading and we have to fight them off. Dying Light. Anniversary Edition. Cue the pyrocynical "So guys, we did it" meme. Wolfenstein Youngblood Deluxe Edition. Oh god, did I play this? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It was good. Yes. Had to think for a second there. I'm a little loopy because of the heat. The Talos Principle. I bought this because I like puzzle games like Portal. And this reminds me of Portal. And it didn't play like Portal, but it reminded me of it. And that's worth it to me. I almost just fell out of my chair. Injustice 2. Played the original Justice in college with some buddies. It was a lot of fun. Picked up the second one. The first Injustice is somewhere in here. Kingdom of Amaru. That is an I. Is that an L or an I? Whatever. This game. It was cheap. A lot of these games, I'll say that they're cheap. I got them before I really started, collecting for value. One of the many Kingdom Hearts games, which, surprise, isn't actually in its case because I left it in my PlayStation 4 that I gave to my brother. Now he's enjoying it because he played Kingdom Hearts 1 growing up and hasn't touched the series since. Skyrim! I don't know if this is going to hold its value. I mean, in 30 years, they're going to still be releasing it, so, I mean, why not? Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I really like the art style and the gameplay of Mirror's Edge and Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Lots of fun. Rhyme, whatever. I like the art style of this. It's very, you ever play Journey on PS3? That. Tribes of Midgar. Just another cheap little pickup. I like the art style of it. Bloodstains, Ritual of the Night, a Castlevania-style game. I've been seeing this game everywhere for, like, extraordinary prices. So I picked it up when I found it cheap. I'm hoping this is going to be like one of those like unsung heroes of the PS4 that like shoots up in value one day. Maybe. Resident Evil 7. Now this is a scary game. But boy oh boy is it a lot of fun. I highly recommend playing this. And if you have the opportunity to, play it in VR. It is scary and it makes me a little motion sick. But it is very fun, and the controls are not hard to do VR-wise, especially if you played on the PSVR, because you get to hold the controller like normal. You're just wearing the VR headset. It's not as disorienting as you think, and it is very fun. One of my favorite PlayStation games. Shovel Knight. This is a game that I just keep seeing everywhere, so I decided to get it. Final Fantasy 15 Deluxe Edition. Now that I'm thinking about it, the other day I just bought this game again. Is that it? Is that it? Nope. Thought it was. To be honest, the art style of the cover made me buy this game. I just like the way this looks. So, oh, it says not for resale on the back. Huh. Wonder if that means anything. Harvest Moon, Light of Hope, just a cute little farming game. Who doesn't like these types of games? It's AEREA, but it's a collector's edition, so I bought it. Yakuza Remastered Collection. A friend recommended this to me. I haven't actually played it yet. I'm sorry. I need to get around to playing it. Same with this game. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. I know I should play this game. I just don't know if I'm in the mood to, like, torture myself with games. I mentioned before on my PS3 video about my battles with Dark Souls 3. I don't know if I want to go through that again. I will one day, just not now. Wolfenstein 2, really fun game. Alright. 2 out of 4. I swear I have like 18 copies of this game. Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. I didn't know this came out until like 2 weeks before Kingdom Hearts 3 released. And I went out and bought the first copy I saw and played it that night. And it's just a short little prologue leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3. It's a lot of fun. Also, what is it? Birth by Sleep? Yeah, no. No, it does not have Birth by Sleep. It has Dream Drop Distance. My bad. Slime Rancher. One of my friends really likes this game. She swears by it, so I picked it up. I haven't gotten around to playing it yet, but the art style looks cute and it looks like fun. King of Fighters. Wow, would that be 14? Yes, King of Fighters 14. Just, fighting game. Hoping that, holds its value. Oh, I actually have 2 copies of this. This is another Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Huh. I guess I have 2 copies of that. Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Don't laugh, I know. I don't know anything about this game. I know PewDiePie did a playthrough of it, and I never watched it. I don't know. I'll have to get around to playing this. I don't know how it's going to translate to PS4, because you can't really mess with the files or anything like you could on PC. So, I don't know. Spiritfarer. I just like the art style of this game. It's very cutesy. Hitman 2, which means the other Hitmans are not far behind. These are fun games. And if they're anything like the older Hitman games, they're going to hold their value. Mostly. So, yeah, they're a lot of fun. I think they're better in groups, if that makes any sense. There are some games that you have to play alone, and then there are some games that are just better with groups of friends because you could, pick out different things to do, and one person could be thinking of a way to off a guy in the game, and the other person could be thinking, well, what if you went around this way and did... It's a lot better in groups. Dark Souls 2, Scholars of the First Sin. I suck at these games. Big Collector's Edition, Kingdom Hearts 3, Deluxe Edition, I should say. Does it have the pin? I don't think so. I love Kingdom Hearts. So, that's gonna go up there. Metal Gear Solid 5. I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna hold its value. Hopefully it does. But I don't know. After the piss poor reviews it got, I don't know. Origami Collector's Edition. Hey, it's a Collector's Edition. Another good, art style game. Assassin's Creed Origins. I do not know anything about the Assassin's Creed games. I've never played them. I have no interest in playing them. But I picked this one up. Maybe this will lead my entry into the series. I don't know. My brother played the original Assassin's Creed on our potato of a computer back, God, that was 10, 11 years ago, whenever the first game came out. And I remember our PC was barely able to handle it, but he loved it. So. Fade to Silence. I really like the style of this game. It's also really fun. The Collector's Edition of 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue HD, but this one has the little pin in the back, so I got it. And this is a Kingdom Hearts game, by the way. I don't know if I made that clear. PlayStation VR demo disc. Unfortunately, I had to get rid of my PSVR at one point. I traded it. Actually, when I was getting... Remember when I had the blue N64 back here? Yeah, I traded it for that. Life is Strange Before the Storm. You don't need... Why does this seem empty? Oh, it's not. Okay. You don't need to play this before you play Life is Strange. Life is Strange is one of my favorite games on the PS4. I should really do a top 10 PS4 game, top 10 games in general. You don't need to play this. This just gives some backstory into Chloe's life. Chloe being the girl on the front. Black Mirror. To be honest, the guy on the cover And the style of this game kind of reminds me of Call of Cthulhu. I don't know why I stumbled through saying that. Bladed Fury, another art style game that I really like. Shaq Fu, A Legend Reborn. I don't remember why I got this game. Inside and Limbo, I adore the style of these games, especially Limbo, the shadowiness of it all. It looks really cool. And it's a really fun game, but it's really scary too. Same with Inside. Lots of fun. God of War. This will hold its value because it's highly regarded and it was only $14.99. Can't beat that. I'm going to butcher this. Ni no Kuni 2, Reverent Kingdom. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I don't remember why I got this game. I think it probably because it was like a collector's edition. I'm sorry. I'll move on. Dragon Age Inquisition. I don't have much to say about this game. I got like an hour in and haven't played it since. Same with Primal. Far Cry Primal. Okay, so the Far Cry games. Of these two, play 4. Don't touch this. The problem with Primal is that it kind of... I was going to say dumbed down, but it just kind of rehashed the Far Cry series. That's the biggest issue I have with 6, actually, and why I never touched Far Cry 5. Is that... Okay, so Far Cry 3 was stupendous, but not really good to control. Like, the controls were there, but they weren't fine-tuned. 4 fine-tuned the controls and made, going to the outpost and hunting animals lots of fun. And then every Far Cry game after that just kind of copied the same thing. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not giving it a fair shot, but if you're going to play anyone, play 4. And 3. If you can get it. Just find it on a Steam sale for like $3.99 whenever it goes on sale. Look for the summer Steam sale. This is a VR game that I can't play anymore. Firewall Zero Hour. Ghost Recon Wildlands. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. I don't know anything about these games. I picked this up intending to play it, never got around to it. This is actually a PS5 game that I bought one day without realizing it. I bought this at GameStop and didn't even realize till I was looking at it that's a PS5 game. So when I eventually get a PS5, here's the first game I have. Blade Storm Nightmare, just kind of a hack and slash game. It's mindless fun. Final Lot. Oh, so here are the Battlefield games. I picked up these Battlefield games just because they were cheap, and I figured I would give them a shot. Ah, here it is. Final Fantasy 15. I knew I had a second copy of this. Steep. I'm a big fan of the SSX series of games, so I'm hoping this kind of reignites the love I have for those games. Not as loved as the Tony Hawk games, those are like my favorite thing of all time, but snowboarding's a good second. Star Ocean Integrity and Faithlessness, that's kind of a weird title. I just hope this one retains its value. It wasn't really expensive at all. Just kind of rounding out the collection. Mega Man X Legacy Collection. So this has Mega Man X, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. If you're familiar with the Mega Man X series of games, you know that they are stupid expensive. So this is a nice way to play them. All in one convenient package. Well, 2, I guess, because there's a couple discs in there. The Eternal Cylinder. No, Cinder. No, that is an L. I thought the R was just extended. Eternal Cylinder. I really like the art style of this game. It's very Tim Burton-esque, if that makes any sense. Did he make James and the Giant Peach? Think that. James and the Giant Peach. Or like Coraline. That's what I'm thinking of. Coraline. Wolfenstein Alternate History Collection. This has the New Order, the Old Blood, the New Colossus, and Young Blood. These Wolfenstein games are a lot of fun. That's all I can really say. Pick them up. They're cheap. Earth's Dawn. Haven't played this yet. Picked it up because it was cheap. Looked like fun. Resident Evil 2, still in its wrapper, and Resident Evil 3. I am scared of these games. I need to face my fears and play them. Hopefully the controls are fixed, because the original Resident Evil games had bad controls. Yeah, they did. No one likes tank controls. I grew up in a time where I didn't have to put up with tank controls, so I am not used to it. That doesn't mean these games are bad. The old games are good. It's just they control like crap. Neo or Nio 2. Can't pronounce it still. This one's loose as well. Why are these... Oh, they're not, it's not loose. What is... Something's shaking. Deponia. Just another, like... What is this? This reminds me of something right away. God, what was that Cartoon Network show that had, It was about guys sailing. There was a talking whale. God, I cannot remember that name. It was on around the time of, like, Adventure Time starting up, and regular show, and I think towards the tail end of Chowder? I can't remember. That's what the art style reminds me of. God Eater 2, Rage Burst. Really like the style of this game. Kind of reminds me of Ruby. Street Fighter V Championship Edition. Just a fighting game that I hope holds its value. Teslagrad. Don't know anything about it, but I picked it up because it looked like fun. Oh, I just noticed this has the PEGI rating, the European rating. I believe that's the European rating, instead of the ESRB rating. That's neat. SNK Heroines, Tag Team Frenzy, just another fighting game. These SNK games seem to be expensive, so hopefully this will retain its value. Santa's Xmas Adventure I picked up because it was super cheap. And I figured it has to be fun, but it's probably stupid as hell. Evolve. Haven't played this game yet. But apparently it won over 60 awards according to the back. I like the cover, how it's indented like the footprint. Very nice attention to detail. The Walking Dead Season 2 and The Walking Dead A New Frontier. I need to play these games, but they will make me cry probably, because I know these games get emotional, and I love games that hurt me emotionally. I know this sounds really stupid, but I want a game that makes me feel emotions I don't normally feel. That's how you get invested. That's why I love The Last of Us so much. Which reminds me, behind the camera is The Last of Us Part 2 Collector's Edition. Inside of that... Actually, I have a copy of it somewhere in here. I believe I do. Yeah, I think I do. Guilty Gear XRD. Don't know anything about this game. Watch Dogs 2. Haven't played it. Played the first one. First one was okay. Heard really bad things about the second one. Don't know if that's true, but I haven't picked it up yet. Little Big Planet 3. Still in the case, but it's loose. I really have to fix that. Not much I can do there. We're almost done, folks. World War Z, another zombie game. Don't really know what else to say. I mean, it's kind of like Left 4 Dead, but it's not. Left 4 Dead is way better. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. This is kind of a fun, like, shooter, FPS game. Or, it's just third person. I think it's third person. Final Fantasy VII Remake. I need to play this. I know I'm behind on that. I need to play it. Iconolasts. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I love the style of this game. Kind of reminds me of, like, Spirited Away in a sense. Also crossed with Terraria. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. I'm not going to put these down there. Lego DC Supervillains. Lego games are always fun. Bioshock Collection. Bioshock Infinite is one of my favorite games of all time. Bioshock 2 is great, and I haven't played 1 fully. Among the Sleep, this is one of those like indie developer games that I remember seeing forever ago, so I picked it up. I need to play it. The original Hitman. Not the original Hitman. The first Hitman game on PS4, the Steelbook edition. So it comes with Steelbook. Lots of fun. Life is Strange 2. Haven't really played this game yet. I know I should. But I heard just bad things about it. Life is Strange 1, one of my favorite games of all time. Life is Strange True Colors, fantastic game. This one, I don't know, Chief. Spider-Man, classic game for the PS4. I mean, this one's going to hold its value. Death Stranding. I can't believe how cheap this game is. $10. And finally, Destiny, the collection. Doubt I'll ever play this, but it's there. And then, as I was saying, somewhere I have a copy of The Last of Us Remastered that isn't just that isn't just a disc. I need to find that. But anyways, this has been a long video. Thank you very much for watching. If you're still around, like, comment, subscribe, talk about your favorite PS4 games in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all the support the channel's been getting. I'm going to go find a pool to jump in because I am still sweating. Thank you very much for watching.